Ladies and gentlemen, our next contest is a senior contest at light heavyweight. Introducing the blue corner from the Oval Boxing Club, Max Bray.
Hello, welcome to the channel. Now, in this one, there has been a fight added to the Usyk versus Dubois card for Saturday 19th of July next month. So the card is now at 4 fights. You've got Usyk versus Dubois, Okoli versus Lorena, Lappin versus Edmondson, and the most recent fight added, Novytskii versus Sirenko. The Battle of the Ukrainians. For me personally, it's probably number 2 and number 3 ranked Ukrainians. In the heavyweight division, Usyk obviously being number 1. But this is for Andrei Novytskii's WBC International Championship and probably a ranking spot with the WBC. So, is what it is. I'll go into a little bit about the fighters. Now, I'll tell you, I watched Novytskii box once on the Fury Usyk 1 card, I believe it was, last year. And I don't think I've ever watched Vladislav Sirenko box. So take that as you will. In terms of who's facing more credible opponents, neither of them boxed at world level. Novytskii, his last couple of fights have been against decent opposition, whereas Sirenko's have been against journeymen. But yeah, let's get into him. So I'll go into Andrei Novytskii first and foremost. So he's 29 years old, stands at 6'6". Now that is a tall heavyweight. Think about it. That's the same height as Anthony Joshua. He's 6'6". Tyson Fury and Deontay Wilder are both 6'8". Trying to think of Usyk 6'4" as well. I think Joshua's 6'6". Dubois 6'4", 6'5". Joe Joyce 6'6". Zhang, I believe, is 6'7", 6'8". Actually, Joyce is 6'7", 6'8". Trying to think, but he's a tall heavyweight. A lot of heavyweights are 6'3", 6'4", i.e. Sirenko, 6'4". He's Ukrainian, but he's based out in LA, so he trains in LA, runs his camps in LA, lives in LA. He is 15-0 with 11 knockouts, and is the WBC International Champion, but he isn't ranked with the WBC. He's the International Champion, he's just not ranked. No, he's not ranked. He's been very active though, since turning professional in 2023. So he had 8 fights in his first year as a professional in 2023. So that's like one every month and a half. ish. So it was like, he had a fight. As soon as that was finished, booked another one for another 6-week camp. You know what I mean? And last year he had 6 fights, which is one every 2 months. And this is his second fight this year. So not been as active this year as what he was in previous years. Now, I'm going to so a bit controversial. On BoxRec, he's the number 7th ranked Ukrainian and the number 72 ranked in the world. Now, from what I've seen of him, I don't agree. Like I said, I think he's either number 2 or number 3. Ranked Ukrainian. World, I'm not sure. Neither of them have been tested at world level, so I couldn't tell you. Well, I'll say neither of them have been tested at world level. To be an international challenge, suppose you're fighting someone not from your country. It's like it's that this global world. It's a complicated word to use. Like, got international, global, intercontinental, world. World level's top of the top, so all the others are like below, but you're fighting foreign fighters. You know what I mean? I haven't been tested at that world level that I would consider like Hergovic, Zhang, Parker, Caballero, Usyk, Dubois, Joshua, Fury, Wilder. All those have been tested at world level. Ruiz, Jarrell Miller, arguably, Jared Anderson, Martin McCauley, a Jaguar. All those have been tested at world level. You know what I mean? So this is like a step below. Right, Vladislav Sirenko. So he's 30 years old, so he's 1 year senior. 6'4", so 2 inches shorter. So Novytskii should have the range on him. Should be able to pop his jab off with a bit more ease than what Sirenko can. Again, he's another Ukrainian based in the USA, but he is based in New York. So it's West Coast versus East Coast. He is 22-0 with 19 knockouts, which is a very good resume if you just look at it at face value. But if you dive into a bit more, you're like, oh, okay. He's fought 3 guys at that international global level. I'd say, well, 2. Well, he fought an American. No, it's 2, I think. I can't even put him at world. He had a winning record-ish, but I'd still put him at like a local, national level fighter. But Sirenko is the former WBC Asia champion, so he's had to fight someone at that international level again. I'm going to use international, but I mean like intercontinental. But when a foreign fighter's fighting a foreign fighter, when a fighter's fighting a fighter foreign to them, that's international. You know what I mean? Unless it's like you're fighting a Nicaraguan or a Guatemalan or a Colombian or a Venezuelan or a Mexican, or an Argentinian, one of those hard nuts from South America that are really defensively sound, you get put in the away corner to lose. Then that's not international. That's called prospect versus journeyman. That's definitely the away corner. But these ones are 50-50, so I'd consider this bout to be an international bout, because none of them are tested at world level. If one of them had been tested at world level, I'd class it as like a world level fight. But whoever wins will probably end up getting a world ranking next month in the WBC. Anyway, he's also WBO Sirenko. This is also WBO Asia Pacific champion. So he's European, but he's Asian champion. I don't make the rules, but it's not right. So I looked at the current WBO Asia Pacific champion. I think it was that one, or it might have been WBC. He's from Turkey. That's fair enough. Turkey's part of Asia. Ukraine isn't. Unless he lived in Turkey at the time, but I doubt he did. Or like Asia, Russia. He's Ukrainian, so he wouldn't have lived in Russia. But yeah. But like I said earlier, Sirenko's had a 3-year layoff between 2021 and 2024. Last year he fought 3 times. All of them were against journeyman. It's kind of like a rebuilding year. Get the ring rust off. And by the looks of it, he's pushing it for this year. First fight booked against Novytskii. By no means a walkover at all. I looked. Sirenko is ranked number 9 in the WBO. I'm a bit sceptical about that. Don't know how he is. Because, like I said, he had a 3-year layoff and he hadn't fought anybody good. Like, he's fought people in the away corner. Journeyman boxers. They're there to lose, really. They'll give it a good fight. Because from what I've seen, they're American journeyman. Which is a bit different to, like, our British journeyman. And the, like, Mexico, the South American journeyman. Little bit different in terms of the American journeymen actually go there to fight and get wins and stop them. Whereas over here, you get chucked in the away corner and it's like you survive because you're fighting in 2 weeks' time or next week. Or you might have an unsanctioned, but you know what I mean? I can do a whole video on this because I'm passionate about it. But anyway, yeah, Sirenko ranked number 9 WBO. See if Novytskii beats him. I think he should get ranked in WBO as well. But we'll find out next month. Well, in a couple of weeks when the June rankings come out. But what I will say is Sirenko on BoxRec is the number 2 ranked Ukrainian and the number 35 ranked in the world. So if we're going on BoxRec rankings, we should never go off. But I'm just using them as a comparison because people can go on BoxRec and go, oh, he's such and such, he's ranked number 9 in the world. He's ranked number 12 in the world. Oh, he's ranked 75th in the world, 77th in the world. You know what I mean? Like, your normal boxing fans can go, oh, boxing records is semi-credible. And it is if you're not overly looking into it. If you want to see the best in the world, top 10 in the world, BoxRec can give you a good idea of it. Not an accurate idea, but because there's some that aren't, but besides the point, again, ranting on. So, on paper, Sirenko should win, but Novytskii's been the more active fighter recently, in recent years. So I'm a bit 50-50 on this one, because it is 50-50 about how much either of them, but I would put my money on Andriy Novytskii, because he's also first in the thing. That tends to be the home corner, his first fighter. If you want to look at it that way. Because we can look at it that way. We can go Usyk's home corner, Okoli's home corner, Lapin is home corner. And so Novytskii's first name on the bout announcement, home corner. if you want to look at it that way. Now, bookie odds, I hadn't looked at them, but I'm going to assume it's going to be close. Because arguably there's not much to separate them. Now, I don't know about the amateur pedigree, but I looked at Sirenko's got 22 bouts on BoxRec. He has a loss to Fraser Clark on there. So I'm going to assume Sirenko boxed at a very good level amateur-wise as well. Because Fraser Clark was GB, super heavyweight, and he was a very good amateur. That could have easily been in the Olympics, to be fair. I didn't look properly. Or World Championships. But I couldn't find anything on BoxRec about Andrew Novytskii's amateur background. I could have done a bit more research into it, but I just couldn't be bothered because I tried to find things about amateurs as along pros that were amateurs, especially Europeans. Like Sirenko's probably had like 150, 200 amateur bouts. Novytskii the same, but not documented as well. But yeah, that's it for this video. Now, right, actually, didn't give you my prediction. Money going on, Andrew Novytskii. Shut the notepad. Done, dusted. Now, that's all for today's video. If you'd like to comment your predictions this one, because it's an interesting fight. If you think I'm wrong, tell me. Yeah. Thank you all so much for watching. And like, subscribe, comment, turn on notifications. I'll see you in the next one.